Let's face it, sinus and allergy headaches really suck. I get it. Let's get to some tapping so that you can get some relief right now. My name is Stephanie Wood, and I'm an EFT tapping trainer and practitioner for more than 20 years, and the creator of Ultra EFT, which stands for Understanding Life Through Realization and Awareness. And just know that by tapping along with this video that you take full responsibility for your emotional and physical well-being. So let's start by tuning in to this headache, which isn't the funnest thing in the world, but we're going to get a rating before and after. So I'd love for you to either take a piece of paper or pull up a doc on your computer or your phone and close your eyes or soften your gaze and note where your headache is. Is it in your sinuses, back of your head, in your eyes? Where specifically is it located? How big is it? Is it the shape of your sinuses? Is it the size of a pea? Is it filling your whole head? Get really in touch with what it looks like in your mind's eye. Does it have a color? Notice that color. What's the quality of that pain? Is it a throbbing? Is it a dull ache, shooting pain? What is that quality? And now, on a scale from 0 to 10, rate the intensity of the pain. 0 is no pain, 10 is I'm going to go through the roof, it hurts so much. So just give it a number to begin. Hopefully by the end that number will have gone down. And finally, how do you feel about the headache? What's your emotion about it? Do you feel frustrated, sad, irritated? Nothing? Notice how you're feeling. Great. So come on back and note that as we're tapping, you can change the words so that they suit your unique situation, and you can tap faster or more slowly than I'm tapping if that feels correct for you. If it's your first time tapping along with me, just follow the points and say the words aloud after me. So we'll just begin by tapping on the side of your hand. Even though I have this headache and it is bothering me, that's what's happening. And I don't like it at all. Even though I feel this headache in and just name that specific place in your head. And it feels, name that quality, the throbbing, the aching. That's what's showing up. And I'd love to be free of it. Even though I feel, and name how you feel about it. I acknowledge this pain and how it's affecting me. Top of the head, this headache, inside of the eyebrow, this sinus or allergy headache, side of the eye. Now just name how you feel about the headache. Under the eye. I feel it in name that specific place. Under the nose. And it feels, and just name the quality again. On the chin, this stupid headache. Collarbone, I really wish I didn't have it. And the wrist, all this pain. You can go like this or like this. Top of the head. I acknowledge this headache and all the pain. Inside of the eyebrow and all the stressors to my body right now. Side of the eye. I acknowledge all the pressure. Under the eye, I acknowledge all the tension. Under the nose. Everything that's bothering me. Chin. All the ways it's showing up in my body. Collarbone. This headache. Under the arm. I feel it in name that place. And the rest, this allergy or sinus headache. Okay, now take a breath, shake that off. I like to flick it. Or you can rest your hands in your lap and relax. Okay, great. That's just the first round. And I also want to note that tapping along with a video like this is not a substitute at all for tapping with a qualified EFT tapping practitioner like me. It's also not a substitute for learning how to tap properly, which you're not going to do by learning in books or by just tapping along with videos. So also, if you have chronic headaches or if this headache is unusual in any way, be sure to see a doctor or a licensed medical professional. So let's get back to some tapping. Tapping on the side of your hand, even though I still have this headache. That's what's happening. And behind all of it, I am okay. Even though this headache is still lingering, I'm open to seeing what it might be trying to show me. Even though I still feel this headache in my, and just name the place again, it may have even moved. That's what's there. And I'm open to feeling better, big time. Like I'm so open to feeling better. Top of the head. And if we're tapping and it's hitting a point that hurts, you can avoid tapping on that point. That's totally fine. This remaining headache. Inside of the eyebrow. I acknowledge the pain. There it is. It hurts. Side of the eye. I feel it in my, and just name that specific place again. Under the eye. And it feels, name the quality, that throbbing or aching. Under the nose. I may or may not know what's causing this. Chin, and that's okay. Collarbone. Maybe it's trying to point me to something. Under the arm, about whatever's bothering me or irritating me. And the wrist, all the ways my body and being are bothered by something. Top of the head. I wonder if my body is trying to tell me something. Inside of the eyebrow. What if I could release some of this pressure? Side of the eye. What if I could release some of this tension and pain under the eye? Everything in me that's feeling pressure or stress under the nose. I acknowledge it all. That's happening. And the chin, it's safe for me to see it now. Collarbone, maybe my body doesn't need to scream at me to get my attention. Under the arm, this remaining headache. And the wrist, I'm open to letting more and more of it go. Awesome. Take a breath, shake that out. Okay, so now we're going to tune in again. Close your eyes or soften your gaze and notice where the headache is now. Is it the same place, the same size, same color, same quality? Has it changed at all? Has it moved? It's really not uncommon for the headache to move or change quality. And if you want to jot down what you're noticing, that's awesome. What number intensity from 0 to 10 is it at now? And how do you feel about the headache in this moment? And if for some reason your headache is gone after just these couple rounds of tapping, awesome. See ya. And if it's still there, stay with me and we're going to do something called the clarity pose. And we're also going to do one more round of tapping after that. So I also want to ask you, did anything occur to you as you were tapping about the cause or contributors or even some ideas about how to treat it? Because sometimes that happens as we're tapping. Tapping clears things away so that you can gain insights and ahas about whatever's troubling you, including headaches. So one of your hands rests at the back of your head, cradling your occipital area, with your thumb at the top of your neck. So it's kind of like that. And the other hand touches at 3 points, just above the tear ducts and about a centimeter above the midpoint of your eyebrows. So it just looks like this or like this. And if your arm gets tired, you can lean. We're going to switch hands halfway. So for this technique, you don't need to repeat the words after me. Also, I speak very quickly as we're doing these clearing techniques. You don't need to take in all the information. It may not make sense. Don't worry about it. It's still doing its thing. Okay, so it's a little strange. So just hold the pose. Again, lean if you need to. And close your eyes and just relax. I want you to tune into, set an intention to rebalance and align any allergen, pathogen, microorganism, or anything causing or contributing to this headache, this allergy or sinus headache, the headache itself, RNA, DNA, all of your brain chemistry, neurotransmitters, and all the reasons it loves to set in your sinuses and head. Whatever that pathway is, just notice that. Anything that's happening there. Just notice it, everything that is, delete, 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 uncreate, illuminate, destroy it all, across all time, space, dimensions, and realities, across all ancestral fields, across all morphic fields, delete, uncreate, illuminate, all the roots of this, all the origins of this allergen or this sinus irritant, everything this is, on every level and every way. I acknowledge it, honor it, and delete, uncreate, illuminate, destroy anything in my system that's fighting it. Everything that is. Delete, uncreate, eliminate, destroy all that. Delete, delete, delete. All the parts of me that have gotten something from this on any level in any way. Delete, uncreate, illuminate, destroy all that. Any of the ways that this just seems to linger in my sinuses. Delete, uncreate, illuminate, destroy all that. Delete, delete, delete. Uncreate, illuminate it all, as far back as this goes, all the origins of this, now and as far back. Delete, delete, delete. Uncreate, illuminate, destroy all that. Beautiful. Take a breath, shake that off. We're going to switch hands. Okay. Again, we're going to tune into anything that's causing or contributing to this headache. Any emotional causes or contributors. Anything that's causing or contributing to this on any level, all the reasons that I really have this, I acknowledge them all. Delete, uncreate, illuminate, destroy all that. What if I could be really okay with whatever's causing this? Like really okay. So okay that it becomes neutral and my body doesn't freak out about it. Everything that brings up, delete, uncreate, illuminate, destroy all that. Delete, delete, delete. Uncreate, illuminate, destroy it all across all time, space, dimensions, and realities, across all ancestral fields. Superconscious, would you be willing to completely clear and treat this on every level? Everything that brings up, delete, uncreate, eliminate, destroy it all. Beautiful. Awesome. Anything of this that's remaining, delete, uncreate, eliminate, destroy all this. Any of the reasons this might come back for any reason, in any way, shape, or form, delete, uncreate, eliminate, destroy all that. Take a breath, shake that off. You are doing great. Okay. So sometimes this work in particular needs to take a day or two to kind of percolate in your system. So be sure to drink a lot of water after this. And you may want to come back and revisit this particular piece of the video for 4 days or more and just keep repeating this particular sequence if you know you have an allergen and if this is a sinus headache. So I highly recommend doing that. For these kind of headaches, it's also helpful to steam daily and to use a cold pack or a cold washcloth on your sinuses, just as a practical point. Also, if you would like some further support for these headaches, be sure to check out my free EFT tapping for headache relief workbook, and the link is below. So now we're going to return to some regular tapping, focusing on any emotional contributors that might be there. So tapping on the side of your hand, even though I may have some emotional contributors to this headache, or not. I'm acknowledging it all now, even if I don't know what it may be. Even though I may be carrying some old stress, some old tension, some old annoyance. It's okay for me to honor that my body does this or is doing this. I don't have to like it. Even though I may have some pent-up anger or other emotions that I'm not even aware of that may be contributing to this headache. That's simply what's happening now. Top of the head, everything that's bugging me now. Inside of the eyebrow, I deeply acknowledge it. Side of the eye, any ways I feel irritated or off. Under the eye, all the stuff I just can't accept about myself, others, or life. Ugh. Any of those things. Under the nose, all the stuff I just can't seem to let go of. Chin, I notice it all now, consciously or unconsciously. Collarbone, any of the ways that I may be fighting myself. Under the arm, or carrying on some inner fight from the past. Just notice if anything comes up with that. And the wrist, I acknowledge all of it. Top of the head, it's safe for me to become aware of it now. Inside of the eyebrow, I honor and release any unresolved trauma that keeps this in place. Side of the eye, I don't have to know what it may be. Under the eye, and I choose to release any of this that's no longer serving me. Under the nose, everything causing or contributing to this headache. Chin, and all the ways it's showing up now. Collarbone, maybe it's showing up now so I can release it. Under the arm, who would I be if I could let it all go? And the wrist, I give myself permission to let it all go. Okay, take a breath. And I want you to close your eyes and just ask yourself, would I be willing to really let go of whatever this is? And if you get a no, that's okay. If you get a yes, just take a moment and let it go even more. Just notice that and shake it off a little bit more. And finally, we're going to do a check-in to see if there's anything left, and just ask your system if there's anything you need to know about it, any message, any information it may have for you. Beautiful. And give that headache that's remaining, if there is any, maybe it's gone, which would be fantastic. If there is some remaining, rate it on a scale from 0 to 10. Notice where it is, how it is. I hope the intensity's gone down. If you still have some headache remaining, I have a few suggestions. 1, tap along with this video again. 2, drink a really big glass of water and rest, and let the headache release over the course of the next 15 to 30 minutes. Because sometimes it takes your system time to release all of this energy and let what you just did go through your system. And finally, if it does still persist, check out the video that has tips for chronic headaches. Also, if you do have recurring or chronic headaches, I've put together a free EFT tapping for headache relief workbook to help you get over those headaches for good. So the link to that is below. And I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. There's more videos coming all the time. If you had some relief with this, I'd love to hear it in the comments. If you have any questions, contact me, and feel free to share this with friends. Thank you for watching, and happy tapping.